Hey everybody, today Rahdo runs down Round the World, which is a game where 2 to 4 players are travel agents trying to book as many intercontinental flights as possible as fast as they can. And the way it works is, as part of setup, everybody gets their own deck of 30 cards. And it's randomly assigned, you shuffle them up, just so you never know exactly what's coming. And then you set up the timer. Yes, folks, this is a real-time game. To play it, you need a smartphone or an egg timer or something like that because there is a 5-minute limit. We are trying to get all of these cards played into our scoring pile, our reserve pile, because we need to reserve flights before time runs out. Now, for people who are already running screaming saying, I hate real-time games, don't worry. Jen and I, we played this a few times and we found 5 minutes is way more than enough time. The timer isn't there necessarily to punish slow players. It's just there to keep everybody going and not to ponder too terribly long, because 5 minutes is more than enough to be able to deal with these 30 cards. So you can go at a thoughtful pace, but you can't go at a glacial pace. You got to be a little bit snappy. And it's interesting, there's no implicit reward or benefit for finishing ahead of everybody else. In fact, you actually open yourself up to a little bit of danger if you're the first one to finish. So it's definitely a real-time game where you can take your time. So anyway, how does it work? Well, I've got my deck of 30 cards. It's shuffled up. I put one card out here. See, do I have these upside down? No, okay, it's just that one. And then I am ready to go. Everybody's got their card out. You hit the timer and boom. What I do as fast as I can is I draw a card. And now, this card, there's a few different things I can do with it. I can try to extend a flight that I've already started working on, but the colors have to match. In this case, they do not match. This would have to be a blue or this would have to be a purple for me to extend this route. So I can't extend my current one. So instead, I could go on ahead and start a second one. So I've got 2 different routes I'm working on. And then I draw again. And hey, this is another one I can't extend. It doesn't match any of them. I could start a third route. Okay, I'm working on 3 routes now. And let's see, then we got another one here. Okay, now this one I can extend. I will slip it to the back of here. And now I've got a route that starts in Dakar, goes to America, New York, and then continues on to Europe. This is getting close to being scored. And let's see, and also, this card, by the way, has the Statue of Liberty on it. If I score it, it's worth a bonus point. So that's nice as well. And I keep going. I say, hey, look, here's a purple. I can match these 2 purples together. Okay, that's lovely. And then what have I got here? Okay, purple and a red. Oh, no, this. So I could start working on a 4th one because this won't fit with any of these. But if I feel like it's too much, I can just delay this flight, put it at the bottom of my deck, deal with it later because I'm trying to zip along here. And this one doesn't. But hey, it's introducing a new color. What the heck? Let's go on ahead. And so now if I get yellows, I've got someplace to play them. And all right, not bad, not bad. We'll go on ahead and continue to expand that. And then we've got, all right, blue can come over here. Now, this is an interesting little twist as well. Whenever you put a new card down on an existing thing you're trying to build up, you can, if you put it on the front, you can take the back one off, and it's like you've just drawn it, and you could put it someplace else. Oops, this is upside down. You can put it someplace else, which might allow you to combo things better. Because what we're trying to do to actually successfully pull this off is, get 3 cards, at least 3 cards in a row, and the first one and the last one match, so it becomes a loop. Once you've done that, you can collapse them all and score it. So let's keep going to see if I can. Oh, hey, this is perfect. Look, I've got this. I've got 4 cards here. Remember, it has to be at least 3. The end one and the beginning one are the same, so I've just scored this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points because of the Safari and the Shogun's Palace. Boom! I just put these over here in a score pile. Yeehaw! I'm on my way. And then I keep on going. Let's see, where can I put this? I can't put this anywhere. So I'll just go ahead and start a new one. And where can I put this one? I can't put this anywhere. So I could start a new one, or I could bury it. Or there's another thing I can do. Let's say this is actually what my opponent is doing. I'm looking at what they are up to. And, so I'm somewhere off screen. The opponent is, meanwhile, trying very, very hard to build their stuff, and I end up over on my side of the board drawing this card. I have no use for this card. I don't want to start another route. I don't want to bury it to the bottom of my deck. I look over at my opponent and I say, hey, wait a minute. I can play one of my cards to one of my opponent's routes. Now, I can only play to the right. I can't slip underneath. I can only put on top. But by doing this, I have just gotten rid of a card. Remember, in the 5 minutes we're playing, we're trying to get rid of as many cards as possible. Because every card we don't get rid of into a reserve deck or into somebody else's play area is a point that we will lose. So I've effectively made a point by getting rid of this card and giving it to somebody else. And now I've just made, now they could still score this and then maybe I'm giving them points, but I'm definitely solving my own problem because I'm trying to get through my deck as fast as possible. Right, so looking over here, hey, this is great, but unfortunately the green and the purple don't match. And then if I have another one, a yellow and a red, oh, I don't want to do this. If I can find someplace else to get rid of it, if another opponent, I'll get rid of it. Otherwise, I'll just go on ahead and bury it and deal with it later. And oh my gosh, I'm not finding anything. Oh, no, that's cool. That's cool. And then we've got this one over here. Now, these, of course, never match up. They always have to stay separate. I'm like, okay, but I can see that, oh, I can give this one to Bob. Haha, now you got to deal with that card. Hooray. And like, another yellow. I still got none of these. Okay, and Betty over there, I end up giving her one, and I'm still making good time. And I can't believe this. I can't find... All right, no, here we come over here. And so this is getting longer and longer. Now, if I want, I could pick this up to send it someplace else. Like, I might pick this up to either... I can't put it anyplace else, but I might bury it. Or I might give it over there to Betty. And look what I just did. By pulling that one off, I have completed this route. And boom, I've scored another one. Hooray! And anyway, we keep going like this. Boom, hey, there's another scored one. Awesome. We keep going like this until either we run out of cards to play or the time runs out. Oh man, I'm really rocking them. And like I said, in Jen's and my experience, you can definitely get through this entire deck in less than 5 minutes. The 5 minutes is just there, just to keep you moving, just to keep it grooving. And but let's say we did go long, and I was playing particularly ponderously, and boom, time ran out, right? So what happens is, I get points for everything I scored, including an extra point if it was a special place, and everything I didn't score, I lose a point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 points I lost versus however many points here I got. You tally your points, you write it down on a piece of paper, and then you reshuffle everything and you do a second round, and whoever has the most points wins. And remember I said it's dangerous to go faster than everybody else? Let's say I completely ran out of cards. I either got rid of the rest of my cards or I scored them, but I'm still left with these. I am now just sitting here twiddling my thumbs while everybody else is still playing around me, and I'm a place that other players can now start dumping their stuff. I'm like, oh no, I've got another card, and oh no, I've got another card, and so that's an interesting thing. If you go too fast and you beat everybody, you unless you got rid of every single card, and chances are you weren't going to get rid of every single card, you have left things open for them to be able to dump things on you. So it's very, very interesting. It's a real-time game where you don't have to play that fast. You can take your time, and you're almost encouraged to take your time. And it's actually very, very cool in that way. Now, that is the basics of Round the World, but if that weren't enough, the game comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different variants you can apply to change things up, like short trips. Trips can never be longer than 5, so I've got a 5 here, it hasn't closed off. If I was still trying to close this off, and I cannot extend to 6. So for me to add one, I have to remove one. They can never be bigger than 5. Or you can have ones, the ultimate trip where you're rewarded for having a super duper awesome thing that you only close off at the last minute. The longer it is, the better. Bonus for long trips, avoiding the throngs, optimal trips. So even I just showed you the base game, but there's a lot of variety, a lot of clever, fun gameplay in this real-time card laying game, Round the World. What did Jen and I think? We liked it a lot. It's fun, it's fast, like I said, it's easily under 5 minutes if you don't want to play 2 rounds. It doesn't take up too much space on the table either, so this is a really good portable game. I could almost imagine playing this on a plane. Although it would get pretty tight on those little, it just means you'd have fewer flights you could be running at any given time. You'd be encouraged to close them off really fast because you don't have much space on your tray. Really clever, really versatile. This is a sharp, fun, fast, real-time game where you're actually rewarded for taking your time, and I love that, and that is the rundown on Round the World. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Have a very nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye.